We bought the doll yesterday and no one really wanted it. It was just there, sitting on a dusty shelf in a small roadside shop. Old, quiet, almost forgotten, but something about it felt unfinished. The shopkeeper didn't say much, just one thing, before I paid. "Don't keep it in one place for too long." I smiled, thought it was just a line to make the doll feel special. I didn't know that was the first rule. Her name was written on a faded tag tied to her wrist. Nini, small letters almost erased. She looked harmless, a porcelain face, slightly cracked near the left eye, a soft cloth body, and a faint stitched smile, like someone tried to make her look happy, but stopped halfway. Her eyes were the only strange part, not centered, not enough to notice immediately, but enough to feel wrong, like she wasn't looking at what you thought she was looking at. We brought her home just before sunset. The house was quiet, too quiet maybe, but that's normal here. I placed Nini on a wooden chair in the corner of my room, facing the door. I remember that clearly because I adjusted her twice, just to be sure. Then I left. The first time I came back, nothing felt wrong. The room looked the same, chair in the corner, curtains still, air heavy and silent. But Nini, she was facing me, not the door or me. I stopped at the entrance, didn't move for a few seconds. Then I walked in slowly, trying to remember. Maybe I placed her like that. Maybe I just forgot. That happens, right? I went closer, picked her up. Her face felt cold, not just cool, cold, like she had been outside, not inside a closed room. I turned her head gently, this time completely toward the wall. Not slightly turned, not angled, fully facing away. So there was no mistake. I stepped back, watched her for a moment. Nothing, just a doll, just silence. I left the room again, but this time I didn't go far. I stood right outside the door listening. At first, nothing. Then a soft sound. Not loud, not clear, just something shifting, like cloth brushing against wood. I held my breath, waited, listened harder, then silence again. After a few seconds, I pushed the door open slowly. The chair was still there, the room unchanged, everything exactly where it should be. Except Nini. She wasn't facing the wall anymore. She wasn't facing the door either. She was facing exactly where I was standing. I didn't move. I couldn't, because something felt wrong in a way I couldn't explain. It wasn't just that she turned. It was how precise it was. Not slightly off, not roughly aligned. Perfect. Like she knew exactly where I would be. I moved to the side, slowly. One step, then another. Her head didn't move. But somehow, it still felt like she was looking at me. That's when the thought came. Quiet, but clear. What if she wasn't turning after I left? What if she was already facing me before I walked in? I picked her up again, faster this time. My hands weren't steady anymore. I could feel it. Something wasn't right. I turned her head again, but this time I pushed it further, almost unnatural, until her face was completely pressed toward the wall. Then I moved the chair, changed its position completely. Different angle, different direction, different part of the room. No way to confuse it now. No way to misremember. I stepped out and closed the door. This time I didn't wait outside. I walked away, went to the kitchen, turned on the tap, just to hear something normal. But even with the water running, I felt it. That strange pressure, like something was waiting for me to come back. After a minute, maybe two, I turned everything off and walked back. The hallway felt longer now, quieter, heavier. When I reached the door, I didn't open it immediately. I just stood there, my hand on the handle. Then slowly, I pushed it open. The chair was still in the new position, exactly where I left it. But Nini wasn't facing the wall anymore. and she wasn't facing the door. She was facing exactly where I would stand before I even entered the room, not where I was about to be. I froze, because this time I hadn't stepped in yet, and somehow she was already looking at me. That's when I remembered the shopkeeper's voice, clearer now. Don't keep it in one place for too long. I didn't understand it yesterday, but I think I do now. It's not about the place, it's about the time. Because the longer Nini stays somewhere, the more she learns who to look at. And tonight, I'm not leaving her in this room. Because there's something else I didn't notice before. Something worse. No matter where I stand, no matter how I move, it feels like Nini is already watching me. And I'm starting to think she's not learning where I am. She's learning where I'm going to be.